Great, okay, so let's move on to number 2, the second part of this, of the training today. So if we open this up. You'll see that what we're going to do next is steps to simplify data analysis for A2C. So we've already talked about translating. What are the key words? We've talked about, well, the key words were the words that you would use to help you understand the passage or understand the text that you're reading in the assessment, yeah? I think we've just gone through both of these strategies, okay? So steps for simplifying data analysis. If you go to your results form number 1, okay, results form number 1, okay, and also utilize this page here, okay, so grab that page as well. You got it? Okay. So there's 2 steps to this. The first step is that in this assessment, you're going to be analyzing data. The table on results form 1 that you're looking at, results form 1, are basically the responses from an employee survey, and there's 10 questions. Yeah? In there, they're also broken down into 5 categories. Okay, 5 categories. And they're scales. I'm calling them scales for the moment, right? You've got strongly agree, agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. Okay? One of the things that can happen is that having 5 categories of data can get a bit cumbersome to analyze, right? So one way of doing this, particularly for this assessment, is narrowing it down to 3. So we're going down from a 5 answer scale to a 3 answer scale, right? So how we're going to do that is actually combine two categories out of the 4 answers. Which ones do you think we might actually collapse or condense or bring together? If you're looking at results form 1. Okay.
Strongly agree and agree together.
So great, excellent point. So bring together, add both agree and strongly agree together. Exactly, that's exactly right. And then you would do what for the other 2?
The same, strongly disagree and disagree.
And disagree, excellent. So for the first step of this, before we go any further, what I'd like you to do is go through each of the questions and add the agree and strongly agree, and add up the strongly disagree and disagree columns. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah? So, don't have actually a calculator, I'm sorry, but what you can do is use one of the pieces of paper if you need to do some quick addition. And if you need assistance, I can help you with that.
Yeah.
So let's just go down just the 10 questions and then combine the 2 outer columns, okay?
So strongly agree and strongly disagree.
Yep, so you add those percentages.
So 6 with 24.
6 plus 24, yep, and together they would be?
30.
Exactly. So just go down and write, you could actually write them just above the two columns, if that makes sense, yeah? Yeah, so just let's take a couple minutes to do that. Oh yeah, and use your form, so you can put actually you can actually put the answers in the agree column and the answers in the disagree column. Not the answers, the percentages, sorry. Make sense?
Yep.
Yep. Does that make sense?
So adding the strongly disagree and strongly agree together.
Yeah, the strongly agree and the strongly agree and agree together, and you put that percentage here in this column, and then you put for disagree and strongly disagree, when you add those 2, you put them in this column.
So it'll be 6 plus 12 and then 38 plus 24.
For the first one?
Yeah, because strongly is 6% and agree, normal agree is 12%.
Right.
So 18%.
right? We're gonna leave neutral alone, we're just combining that, we're just adding the percentages. Just gonna come around, just have a quick look over your shoulder, how's that? Yeah, those look good. Look very good. Super. Excellent. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right. Excellent. You're done as well? Yep. So the next stage, next step, what I'd like you to do is take a highlighter, it doesn't matter which one, and I'd like you to pick one of the three. First, I want you to take the highest percentage and use, say, the purple. Let's use the purple for the highest. And then I want you to use your yellow as the second highest, okay, for each of the 10 questions, right? So for example, question one, you're gonna look at the question one, you're gonna look at which of those three columns has the largest one, yeah, which is?
So, in other words, so pink, pink, pink.
Well, just give me the first one. So what would you do for the first one?
This is great, 62%.
Right, so you what do what with that?
Purple.
Purple, so let's highlight that purple. Okay, and now for the second highest one, what would you use for yellow? Which one would you highlight with yellow? For the first question?
18%.
18% in yellow, right? Great. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
So do the same thing now for the next 9 questions. Yep. Remember, the yellow's gonna be the second highest one.
What if they're the same, like mutual, like question 2 is the same as a green, neutral is the same? Or
Good question, excellent question. So what you'll need to do is, if they're the highest, the 2 highest, put them as purple as the highest. If they come in high, if they tie,
Then the second highest.
then put them both yellow. Yeah. Good question.
Nothing neutral as well?
So,
Or is it just
yeah,
for
for the question itself, so even neutral. So if neutral is actually the highest,
second highest?
or second highest, you put the yellow, yeah. So best way to maybe is just go through all of them with the pink, and whatever's the highest.
Yeah, I should have done that first.
That's okay. Good job. And how you going?
Good.
All finished? Let me have a quick look.
Kinda stuffed up because I didn't think about the neutral.
That's okay. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, good. All right. So, the reason why we've done this is to make this a little bit easier. So now when we look at the first question, let's look at the first question. Who wants to read the first question? And it's the same question that's on your form there. Wanna give it a
Teamwork is encouraged and practiced in this organisation.
Yep. So when you look at now your results form 2, which is where you've just highlighted, because the questions are still there as well. I've given you the questions yet.